Everybody, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be looking at a stock that just broke out and I believe is going to make a huge move and provide a massive opportunity for us traders. We're also going to be looking at some of the stocks that I've mentioned in the last video. Now, let's dive into the charts. So we have the NASDAQ and we had the breakdown. I'm not gonna lie, I thought this was surprising. I thought this big push that we had today was very early, and I was shocked to see it. I thought we were gonna have one more red day where we go down to this line, and then this after hours we see a big green candle like this after Amazon and Apple reports, right? But everything is pretty much happening like 12 hours early, like 12 to 24 hours early. And right now we're on the rebound. So what is next for the NASDAQ? I think that we're gonna have one more green day. I think we're going to retest this level again, this 29,000 level. And then we're gonna have to wait and see exactly how it reacts there, right? Because this thing could also happen. This possibility where we get another slow dead cat bounce before we see something like that, right? I've seen it before, especially when a setup doesn't go all the way the first time, right? So be cautious for the next few days. But for tomorrow, I think tomorrow might be green, at least for the morning. Maybe we sell up in the afternoon, who knows, right? But for tomorrow morning, I do expect some green. So let's see here. Let's check out the SPY. And the SPY is looking even sloppier. The SPY is already retesting that level where shorts are located, right here. All right. And then we got the Russell. The Russell also looks super sloppy and it looks like a bear trap right there. So the whole chart is just looking very terrible. And you just gotta, I'm talking about from a large perspective, right? When you zoom in, that's where you gotta find the opportunities. But when you look at it from the grand scheme of things, this looks just sloppy. And bears are not having a great time at the moment. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Now, let's discuss the stock that is about to make a big move, that is about to have a big breakout. That one is Oracle. And I shared Oracle before, right? Especially after one of y'all commented in one of my videos to talk about it. I've been talking about Oracle and sharing it with y'all since it was at like 125. And I told y'all to have an alert right here at 129 and patiently wait because this one is definitely going to have a very big move very soon. I didn't know when, but now I kind of do, right? So it traded at the Liberation Day lows for quite some time, and now it looks like it wants to make a big move up. Lots of room to the upside. It looks very good. Lots of potential. Also, there are a bunch of gaps to fill. Now we're gonna zoom into the chart and we're gonna check out the 1 hour. Now with the 1 hour, there is a structure on here that I like. There's both on there right here. We have the, wait a minute. Yeah, it's here. It is here. We have this ascending triangle break. A bit sloppy, but it worked out. We have the bear trap right here at 120. We have the gap up, and then we have the break and holds this morning, right? So the confirmation of bullishness was above 120, right? So it opened above 120, retested, and then finally had that break of the pre-market high for the first day trading opportunity from here all the way up to this peak at 127 or 128, right? But the move doesn't stop there. And the move doesn't fail either, like the trend, I mean, because the price doesn't fall back below 22. It just holds that level throughout the entire day. Buyers constantly fight to keep the stock up right here. They buy. Then the stock forms a new structure that we like. The new structure is only 5 minute. Right here, we have a bullish pennant intraday, followed by a breakout in the afternoon, power hour. And it closed quite strongly, which is great. And after hours, it's doing what it's supposed to do. Right. The price target that I had for this thing in the morning was exactly 130. But now that we're at 130 in after hours, I think it can go much higher. I think. Let me see. We got resistance. We got resistance at 135. We also have resistance at 138, along with a gap, along with a daily gap at 140.50 cents. Let me see if I got that right. Yeah, I did get that right. Yep. Yeah, there's a gap right here. This is what I'm talking about. So keep your eyes out on Oracle for a potential gap fill very, very soon. It could be tomorrow or it could be by Monday. Again, I don't know how fast this is going to happen. But what I do know is that the volume is increasing, the setup is there, and a lot of bears are trapped down here and they don't like to see this. They're really not liking this movement right now. So it could provide an opportunity for all of the bulls. Now, the next stock that we're going to discuss in today's video is going to be Microsoft. And I was kind of wrong about it. Like, I was right about it going to 425, yes. But I didn't think that it was going to push up to 450. That I didn't see that coming at all. So if you capitalize on this thing, congratulations, right? It went up even higher, all the way up here. There's a gap at 480. I don't know how fast it's going to get up there. I have no idea. But I do like the fact that the volume is back and the stock is no longer boring. The candles are getting longer, which is good. The gap at the top left right here got filled. The only one left is the one up here between 465 and 480. But you have to be very, very patient, and you also have to pick your entries very wisely. The bias on here is definitely bullish, at least until that gap gets filled. Then after that, you might want to apply caution. Okay, so have an alert on Microsoft right at 458 and patiently wait for it to ring. There might be some intraday that might form. There might be. All right, the next stock that we gotta look at into this video is Amazon, because Amazon and Apple had earnings today, and Amazon crushed earnings. This one, I wasn't very sure about which direction it was going to go because there was a stalemate on the weekly and the monthly chart. But looking at it now, it's about to open at 257. So that alert is about to ring. Let's see. Yeah, that alert right here is about to ring. And when it does, we got what? We got a gap right here at 257. All-time highs is already at 278 and 275. I mean, 270 is the gap, and then all-time high is at 279. Yeah, I'm not too sure what's going to happen with this one. I think traders might just take their money off the table, and then it's just gonna be stuck up here and give a doji and go nowhere. All right. The real price action, the real fun is going to happen the week after because the volume is going to get even bigger. So we'll see. The next one again is Apple. Apple dropped, which I didn't think it would because it had such a strong month and a half. But it dropped from earnings after, even though, despite the fact that the company actually beat expectations. Right? It says right there they expect slower growth after the AI boom drives up costs, which is the reason why for this negative reaction. I don't think this is going to last, especially if the indices stay solid. Because right now you'll see we're positive 0.92, right? And I've seen a scenario like this where we see a negative reaction first, and then we open up right here, and then we immediately spike back up, right? I would not be surprised to see something like that. I don't think I don't think Apple is completely dead. I think there's some hope for bullish price action and for us to actually reclaim the previous closing price. Okay, all right. The only good news about this is that the calls are gonna get super cheap, and if we see a setup, the payout from the bullish move is going to be tremendous. So I'll be keeping my eyes on that one as well. Now, the last stock that we're gonna discuss in today's video, that stock is none other than Tesla. I was debating whether to talk about Tesla or Oracle because they both look so great, but I chose to discuss Oracle in the beginning, and now we're gonna discuss Tesla in the end. Tesla had earnings, it tanked by a lot. It went all the way down to 300, and it's been playing games down here. The situation is not looking good for bears because a lot of the bears got trapped yesterday, right here. A lot of them got trapped, and resistance is kind of far away. The chart itself is really stretched, which is gonna cause like a rebound effect, which can also be very profitable for bullish traders. So I do expect this thing to run to at least 320. It might exceed expectations and go all the way up to 325, especially if the company release some kind of good news in the morning. Now, if we look at it on the technical side, we gotta look at the 5-minute. Only 5-minute. You know, just like Oracle, there was a bullish structure intraday. There was one right here. That's one way to look at it, where the entry would be here. All right. And then the other way to look at it is this thing being stretched even further. Kind of sloppy, this perspective, but it is still there. And then we see buyers stepping in here. And the next best thing to see is the hold of the line. Or I would say the hold above the line, right there. Right. So with all of that, that provides some level of confidence that the move is still bullish, and that Tesla is going to either run and get to 320 by 10 a.m. or the company is gonna release solid news and it's gonna open at 320 before fading throughout the day. One or the other. All right, one or the other. But as for Tesla, especially for long-term investors, this is on a massive discount, and it wouldn't be a bad idea to take advantage of this opportunity to buy shares for the long term at these levels. My honest thoughts on all of these stocks, and that is the end of the video. Again, I am not your financial advisor. Do your own research and make your own decisions, all right? Don't forget to follow me on social media at Paul Nguyen at Patternology Lab on Instagram and on X. And lastly, don't forget to like and subscribe for more.